I know. Not using React, Tailwind, or NPM in 2025 sounds like I'm trying to make coding harder on purpose, but hear me out, I've got a plan. Stay with me to the end of this video because I'm going to break down exactly what each of these tools does, and the real reason I'm holding off for now. And spoiler, it has nothing to do with hating modern tech. It's about building something bigger. Right now, I'm in full learn the foundations mode. I'm talking pure HTML, pure CSS, and pure JavaScript. No shortcuts, no helpers, just raw code. Because I believe that before I use something that makes things easier, I want to understand exactly what it's making easier. First, let's talk React. React is a JavaScript library created by Facebook to help build user interfaces more efficiently. It's amazing for creating reusable components, handling dynamic data updates without reloading the page, and keeping your UI in sync with your app's state. Basically, it saves you from writing a ton of repetitive DOM manipulation code. If I wanted to build a live updating to-do list or an interactive dashboard, React would make that way smoother. But here's the thing. If I don't fully understand how the DOM works in vanilla JavaScript, how can I really appreciate what React is doing for me? I'd just be relying on magic without knowing how the tricks work. Next up, Tailwind CSS. Tailwind is a utility-first CSS framework that lets you style elements directly in your HTML using class names like bgblue500 or text center. It's fast, it's efficient, and it makes responsive design a breeze. But here's the catch. If I skip learning traditional CSS, selectors, positioning, flexbox, grid, animations, then Tailwind's magic becomes a crutch instead of a tool. I want to understand why bgblue500 works, not just memorize it. And then there's NPM, Node Package Manager. NPM is basically the app store for JavaScript packages. It lets you install libraries and tools from other developers so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You want a date picker? NPM's got it. Need a chart library? NPM's got hundreds. It's an incredible ecosystem. But here's my take. If I start relying on NPM packages right away, I'll never push myself to figure out how to build even basic functionality on my own. And right now, I need those challenges. So, why am I not using these tools yet? Because I want to be able to code without them first. I want to be fluent in vanilla, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript before I let a framework or library do it for me. Think of it like learning to drive. You wouldn't want to start in self-driving car, right? You'd learn the basics like steering, braking, checking your mirrors. Only then would you trust the autopilot of the car. That's what I'm doing with coding, learning how to drive without the autopilot. Remember how I said there's a bigger reason? It's not just about skill, it's about long-term freedom as a developer. I'm going to explain exactly what I mean by that right after this. Here's the truth. Tools change. React might be king now, but 5 years from now, something else could take its place. Tailwind could be replaced by a new CSS framework. NPM could evolve into something completely different. But HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, they're not going anywhere. If I master those, I can adapt to any tool, any framework, any library that comes along. Instead of being locked into one stack, I'll have the freedom to pick the right tool for the job, or even build my own if I need to. That's the kind of skill that lasts an entire career, not just one project. If you're just starting out, it's tempting to dive straight into the shiny stuff. And hey, there's nothing wrong with experimenting. But if you skip the fundamentals, you're building on a shaky ground. Take the time to learn the boring stuff. Trust me, it will pay off. One day, when you do use React or Tailwind or NPM, you'll be unstoppable because you'll understand exactly what's happening under the hood. So for now, it's me, vanilla everything in the grind. I'm not avoiding these tools forever. I'm preparing for them. And when I finally do use them, it won't be because I need them to code. It will be because I choose them to make my code even better. If you're on the same path, subscribe and stick around. This journey has been super fun, documenting my journey for a whole 4 months, y'all. That is insane. And if y'all love this journey and continue to support this journey, man, hit that like and come join me. Join me as well on my Instagram while I post outside content.